My name is Ed Kane. I'm with the Old Fort Mifflin Historical Society, and we welcome you to Fort Mifflin. There's nothing like the smell of gunpowder.
其实玫瑰学的英文读起来了，这玫瑰死的。这个刚才动这儿有10个，这10个在动那儿，10个是以后的事儿。贴到你了，最后贴面。
All of them went down.
这边也好，这边也好。这个英国。
You're looking good.
All the smoke, I can't see what the Americans have done, but it looks like they are planning to evacuate the fort through the west gate.
Got all knocked down. All Americans got knocked down. I know all.
At the end, after the battle finished in 1777, and the British came onto the island and ascertained that there were no troops here except for the one deserter, they tore the colors down from the flagpole and raised the Union Jack. However, it was a bit too late because frost had already started to form on the Delaware. Eventually, General Howe did get his supplies, and he even made an attempt to attack Washington up in White Marsh. But due to the delaying action here of the men of Fort Mifflin, General Washington was able to dig in White Marsh and get the high ground. The guys asked how they taste. I said, I don't know, but if you bring one down, you gotta skin it and cook it. December 3rd, General Howe attempted a plan to march out to White Marsh to attack General Washington and his army. Once again, weather prevailed. and the action was actually delayed till December 4th. As I said, General Washington had already gained the high ground in White Marsh, and when he heard the music of the British Army, he could see them coming down the road, formed his men up in ranks on the hills of White Marsh, and General Howe formed his men facing General Washington's army. He tried to outmaneuver Washington, but every time General Howe moved to the right, Washington moved to his left, and they kept dancing back and forth for several hours. Finally, General Howe gave up and marched his men back to Philadelphia. In May of 1778, General Howe actually returned to England, and General Clinton took over command of the British Army. So in a way, I call Fort Mifflin General Howe's farewell tour, because after this, he basically was devastated as a commander. He did not make the mission of stopping the American Revolution. It went on for several more years until finally in 1783, the treaty was signed. The surrender took place in Yorktown in 1781 under Lord Cornwallis. However, fighting did not stop until 1783, when the peace treaty was signed. Although a majority of the British troops were out, there were still loyalists and those sympathetic to the king. This time the men are rising, so that means the dead shall rise. It concludes our battle. They will be forming up and performing another safety check to make sure all the weapons are clear. After that, we do a tribute to each and every one of the reenactors. It has been a habit that we distribute to them a participation ribbon. We had over 200 reenactors participate with us this weekend. And we are very pleased that you came out to see us, learn the story of Fort Mifflin, and help us honor not only those that died here, but all of our veterans that have served and done their deed for our country. Once we distribute the ribbons, we will then retrieve the colors, and most of these men will pack up and head for home. Some of them have come a long way. I understand one of the gentlemen came in from Cleveland. The units that participated today were the 9th Pennsylvania Regiment, 3rd Pennsylvania Marine Division, Pennsylvania Navy, the 11th Pennsylvania, 1st Continentals, 6th Pennsylvania Donegal Rifle Regiment, German Regiment, 2nd New Jersey, and 1st New Jersey. On the ground side, we had the 42nd Highland Grenadier Regiment, the 84th Royal Highlanders, the 1st New Jersey Volunteers Loyalist Regiment, those in the blue coats with the mitered caps are Regiment von Donop. The gentlemen in the green short coats coming up are the Loyalist Militia Day here at Fort Mifflin. In December, there will be a World War II event on the first Saturday of the month. But I ask you to look at your papers, watch the television on occasion, listen to the radio, because somewhere, someplace, history is going to come alive. Thank you.
Open! Head! Your yard! Fire up! Slowly off! Fire up! Here's spring rabbers! Spring rabbers!
I'm Ed Kane. Thank you for coming to Fort Mifflin. For more information, you can visit Fort Mifflin on the Delaware's website at www.fortmifflin.us. And for information about the Old Fort Mifflin Historical Society, you can visit www.fortmifflin.com. We have the events listed, the times, and the prices for admission.